Hey, everybody! Welcome to Great Dudes, Wonderful Hallucinogens, suggested by Captain Smackfresh on the old Twitter. This is an exciting giveaway we've got this month. To become a member of the 420 Club, and you can be eligible to win a gavel pipe that I will use during this show this evening. We might not send you this one. We'll probably send you one that's nice and clean. But you could sign up to be eligible at patreon.com/gettingdoug. This Thursday night, I'm taping a Doug Loves Movies podcast at the Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas. And I'm doing stand-up in Portland, Oregon on Sunday, March 26th, Rosemont, Illinois on Friday, May 5th, and Lexington, Kentucky on Sunday, May 7th. For all my dates and deets, go to DougLovesMovies.com. We got two great guests tonight. Enjoy the show. We are back in the Spacement with two great guests. I like to call the guests that have been on before old bees, but you're not an old bee. You're a young bee that's an old bee. Tiffany Haddish.
Hey, I'm a young bitch.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
And our newbie is Katie Morgan, everybody.
Yay!
Welcome her.
Welcome, girl, welcome.
All 7 or 8 crew members
yourself.
are very excited that you're here.
Yay.
And,
Me too. I'm also very
yay,
excited.
Indeed. I ran into you in Vegas a couple months ago, and we've been trying to make this happen ever since, and I'm very excited that it is.
Yes, me too. It did take a minute. We are both very busy people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why. Tiffany, she's got to take time out of her fruit eating schedule to be here, and it just caught up to her, so she's multitasking.
Yes, it's very important.
Some fruit and a smoke with us tonight.
Mm-hmm. Vitamin C and vitamin W. Winning.
And Tiffany was the very first bailiff on air of the High Court on Comedy Central, and we had a really good time there together.
We did.
We had a good time deliberating and then giving the news. And you're not afraid to laugh at people.
No, I'm not afraid to laugh at them. I mean, come on, they was like, really, you taking them to court over a bucket? That car wasn't worth shit.
It was very funny. That's where I saw you. I was like, where did I just
Where did
see
I
you?
know this
That's
girl
where
from?
I saw you. Yeah, because I watched that.
Yeah. She doesn't get to eat any fruit on that show, though.
Mm-mm.
But that is what? So that's not just a regular orange that you're
It's
eating.
a blood orange.
So it's all. Why?
It's like I think it's mixed with pomegranate.
Oh, okay.
Or it's basically a hybrid fruit. It's definitely one of them GMOs, genetically modified fruits, and it's delicious. It's sweet, and it tastes like an orange, but sweet, and it's red meat, and I like it. Thank you.
We got the budget here for cleaning up blood oranges through the roof, so I want to keep people employed.
And fresh fruit.
And it's 19 minutes after the hour, which means it's 4:20 somewhere, like for instance.
4:20 somewhere.
It is 4:20 a.m. in London, England.
Yay.
Not to mention Casablanca, Morocco, which I didn't even know was a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm, that's a place.
Right?
Yeah, that place still exists.
Edinburgh, Scotland, all sorts of places are celebrating at 4:20 a.m. They can only come up with one place in the PM where it's 4:20 right now, and that's Suva, Fiji.
Oh yeah, Fiji. It's so beautiful there.
You been there?
I love the water. It's delicious. I drink it. I've never been.
Oh, you've drank the water from Fiji.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little different
The Fiji water.
than being there.
They have that at the corner store. Yeah,
I've seen a lot of
good.
pictures and YouTube
Me
videos.
too. It's so pretty. I would love to go, but it's very far away.
It's very far, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
looked it
about
up one time.
need
14-hour flight.
I don't like being on an airplane that long.
Not with a bunch of
Me
strangers.
neither.
When I get a private plane.
Ladies, let's hit some of this stuff. I loaded up all the pipes with sativa.
Yay.
So if you want an indica special, we've got King Louis indica standing by. And the sativa is called Dutch Treat, which means, I only had to pay half for it.
Okay.
Right?
And
Somebody else had to
Dutch.
pay the other half. Yeah.
Because it's Dutch.
Dutch. The only other Dutch, there's Dutch Treat and then there's Dutch Oven. You know what that is?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's when somebody fart under the covers and then they put the covers over your
And then they
head.
pull it over your head. Like, what kind of active aggression is that?
Well, that means they want to be inside of your nose. They want to be inside of you.
They want...
I don't feel that.
I think so. They want to be inside of you. They want their insides inside of you.
Well, that's a real romantic way to look at a Dutch oven, I gotta say.
I mean, that's what I be thinking when I do it to my dude.
Yeah. Oh, you do
Wait,
it.
you do it?
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay. See, if you're doing it, I guess
You
then
would
it can be
understand
kind
the
of fun.
motivation.
Yeah. I
Like,
just never.
smell it, baby.
I've never done it. I'm afraid, like, as a laugh, I'd go to do it and I just shit the bed.
You gotta know what's brewing in that oven, sir. You
Yeah.
gotta know what you're cooking.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The Dutch oven's not supposed to be like, a clump of something that just is just there until somebody cleans it up.
You know what I like
Ew.
to do? I pull my booty cheeks, then that way they don't hear it.
Oh,
You pull that
smart.
booty cheek where they don't hear
Smart.
it. And then you be like, oh, it's cold in here. And then you pull that up over the head like that. And then it's like, what the fuck?
How often do you do this?
I mean, I've done it a couple of times, like in the beginning of the relationship.
Special moments, yeah.
You do it in the beginning of the relationship to see, if he stick around after that, he really like you.
That's one test.
And most every guy sticks around after that. Because then they like, oh, she like to play. We gonna have fun.
I got some smells for her.
That's a pretty pipe.
Right? It goes with my nails.
It totally does.
Yeah, we call that the Willy Wonka. It's got kind of a Willy Wonka vibe to it.
Totally.
I don't know what we call that thing you're holding, other than
It reminds me of something.
it's got it's got kind of an anal bead thing going, but
Yeah, for
But it's
sure.
also gotten really dirty. That's one we should maybe retire. We should think about sending that off to the scrap
Sure,
heap.
somebody will buy it.
We
All
get
right.
some, yeah,
Can't
right.
you eBay it or something?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
eBay it, so we'll pay like $45 for
Put
it.
it on, what's that, Let's Go? Offer up?
Oh, Let's Go. Is that the one where like you could just sell anything? You just take a picture of it,
Yeah.
and then if somebody wants it, they'll come get
I
it.
sold some panties on it.
What? Panties?
Panties.
People do ask to
Oh,
buy
that's the
panties.
idea. Is they're supposed to be used like that's what they want to buy.
Well, no, I
panties.
actually had like packs of panties that I had bought from downtown, and I was gonna put She Ready on them, right? But then I
You
was
went
like,
on a downtown panty run?
I went on a downtown panty run. I bought like 300 pair
You
of
gotta
panties.
stock up.
300?
300 pair of panties. That's
Oh,
gonna say
what are you going to
She
do the
Ready.
rest?
That's gonna
Another
say She Ready.
65 days.
No panties on those days. No. So I was gonna put
65
She Ready
days
on them, and I
commando.
was gonna sell them at comedy shows, but then I got like so busy. I was like, dang, I got these panties just taking up space. I'm not gonna put nothing on them. So I just took pictures and was like, who wanna buy these panties? And somebody came by and bought the whole thing of them.
Oh, okay.
Was it because it was a good deal or because they were like a fan?
I think it's because it was a good deal.
Okay.
I didn't put my name on there, girl.
Okay.
You know I ain't crazy, but now that you say that, I might try that.
Yeah,
Sell some
so you're
panties.
just selling plain panties at your shows?
No. They were gonna say She Ready on the front.
Okay, yeah. They're
Yeah,
gonna
because
have
that's
the-
what I usually do. I put She Ready on the front.
There you go.
But I got lazy, man. I didn't have the time to make it. Because I do it myself. I'm an artist.
You ever think about doing a She Not Ready?
Yeah. There's some,
Because
they
I think more women would wear those more often.
yeah, they're brown, and they like granny panties, and
Oh,
say She
no.
Not Ready on the back and the front. And then I got some that say, the really sexy ones, they say open house, right? Because that's a house. Every man want to come inside your house. And then I got another pair of grandma panties that say, sorry, we're closed.
You don't have an open house every
Foreclosure.
once in a while, do you, where you're just open all day for anybody to come by?
Open house. Who wants some? I haven't had one of those in years.
Oh, okay, good. Good for you. Close it up tight. Since it's Katie's first time on the show, we get to ask her about her high history, which is basically it's basically just when and why did you start smoking marijuana?
Yes, I remember most of that.
Really? When?
I do.
How young were you?
I was 16.
Oh, that's all right, I guess.
Yeah, no, it wasn't, but well, sort of. It was really sad and pathetic.
Oh.
So I was 16, and two boys at church were like, "We got some marijuana," and I was like, "Really?" So after my parents left one day, they were over, and we smoked the tiniest bowl. And I was so high, I remember I was like climbing stairs that weren't there. I was like, look, I'm doing it. I was like wasted. And then we were so paranoid they were gonna find it that we melted like 10 army men to cover the smell. And that was it. That was my first experience.
Melted army men has
Yeah.
a smell that
That we thought would be
covers things
worse
up?
than weed, and then parents wouldn't notice.
Just open the damn window.
We weren't bright. We were high, very much. for the first time.
when you're high, you want to set some shit on fire.
Yeah.
Especially.
That too. The melting was good.
I'm excited
not gonna lie.
about finding out what a melted army man smells like.
It stinks really bad.
Yeah.
I think it's like toxic. I don't recommend it.
That's like a melted Tupperware thing or something.
Right?
You know?
Like burning
it's
plastic
just
is a bad smell.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. And so,
It's worse than weed.
so you didn't get caught?
Oh, no, I did. My brother told on us. We got busted as soon as they got home. Yeah.
Snitch.
Yeah.
Did you beat him up later?
No.
Oh, I would have beat up my brother.
But most parents, I think, these days, or then those days, anytime, should be just grateful that you tried it at home in a safe environment.
Medium. I was from a pretty conservative home. Dad was the pastor. They were not
man.
pleased with the marijuana.
So your whole
no.
career didn't really work out for them.
Oh, no, they weren't thrilled about that either. The marijuana was just the beginning.
That was just the start. A couple of puffs of marijuana. They're looking back on that going, oh, this wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hilarious. Wait, do you think that your brother told because you burned his army men? Was those his army men you burned?
They were his army men, and he was mad. And I had never actually thought about it that way because he told as soon as we got back.
Yeah, because you burned his army
Because
men.
he said he felt guilty. I mean, again, we were a good Christian kids, and he just felt so bad that he thought Mom and Dad needed to know.
But he was smoking weed too?
No, but he knew I was and thought I was like, getting out of control,
No, you burnt his army men, and that was out of control.
I think you're right.
That's the
I
problem.
literally never thought of it
there's
that
no
way.
reason for
He
you to
probably
have
would
army
if you
men.
would have never burnt his army man, he'd have been like, oh, she in there smoking oregano, whatever. He wouldn't have thought nothing of it. But them army men, though, that's what made him mad.
I bet you're right. Yeah, that's smart.
Don't fuck with the boys' army men. I just got off of 4 days on a luxury cruise liner with the band 311 and a bunch of other bands and a bunch of nice people. It was a super fun experience. I just wanted to get some shout outs in because this one, JR's wife from Fontana, California, I had to write it down on here, gave me some Rice Krispie treats on the cruise, and those were pretty good, real strong. So shout out to JR's wife, which I'm sure she must love being called that. It's so personal. JR's wife made these.
She's like, my name is Gladys. It's Gladys.
But you can call me JR's wife. So hopefully that message got out because it was very clear to when they gave me the Rice Krispie treats. It's like you got to say this is who made them. I was like, okay,
JR's wife.
That seems like a reasonable contract. And then on these 311 cruises, they have these. Somebody makes a bunch of these cards. It's like a little card that's got a person's face and name, and it says 311 Cruise. And I have a whole stack of ones with my face and name on them.
Oh, cool.
And when you meet the person, you have to exchange cards and also smoke some weed together.
Oh.
smoke a bowl together.
What if somebody
So-
tries to give you a card, but you don't want to smoke with them?
Right, like what if you
That
would have
didn't
swiped the
happen.
other way?
That didn't happen.
But what if you met somebody?
It's not dating. It's just smoking.
But what if somebody got like you just feel like, like maybe their teeth look really bad. You're like, nah, I don't want to smoke.
Right.
I've never
Right.
seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen teeth jacked up enough that I wouldn't smoke with the person.
I have.
like if they had if their tongue was something weird going on there, maybe.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know.
Like, what if you just like got a bad vibe off of them and they're like, yeah, let's smoke together. And they can hand you that card and you're like, you know what? I'm out of cards. Like, I don't want to smoke with
Sorry.
you. know what? I'm smoking with somebody else.
I can't. There's no I don't want to smoke with you in my life. I've got too much of a reputation.
Oh, okay.
So
So you just smoke with everybody.
so count them down with me, all right?
Okay.
Heather, that's one.
One.
Wally,
Two,
Lisa,
three.
Crystal, Danny, Chad, Dan, Diane, Callie, Allie, Patrick, Lindsay, Lynn, Mario, Anthony, Sharky, Crystal, Missy, Eric, Lisa, Susan, Ian, Poochie, Shaden, and Jen. How many is that?
23.
I count 24 or 25.
Well, whatever that so and I
Let me
spoke with
see.
at least that many
They didn't tell
people.
me I was going to be
Let me
asked to
see.
count things.
Can I see these pictures of these people? Because,
They're all very nice.
okay, yeah. She looked like she turning into an elf.
She did what?
She looks like she's an elf.
Yes, her ears
She's
are
got
very
the pointy ears for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And the way her eyebrows are and her smile, that's an elf. You smoke with an elf.
That's all right.
You smoke with an elf.
Elves, apparently
Santa's helpers was on the
elves have the
cruise.
good shit, I guess.
There you go.
It was.
That makes sense.
I didn't smoke anything I didn't
They're
like.
magical, right?
You know, and also I could supply it too. You know, Tiffany, I didn't have
okay.
to smoke theirs.
Okay.
You know, but I try to live the Slink Johnson lifestyle, which is smoke yours. Like I'll be happy
Damn,
to because
Mario,
it's
I
yours,
smoke with Mario.
and I like to smoke.
The anal beads are cashed.
All right. Well, what do you want to move on to? There's one where it's got a sort of a version of my face on the front of it.
Oh, I'll suck on that.
That's exciting. Yay.
Like, I wouldn't smoke with this guy.
Okay.
No, if you
Yeah.
can't like see his whole face, like that's
I'm not
too
gonna
much
smoke with
facial
him.
hair for
what
the.
if it's herpes hiding
going-
under that beard?
Oh, that's true. He might be totally herped out.
I mean, everybody has herpes anyways, but still, like,
If it was braided and you could like see his face.
yeah. Or cut down more. Like, just look like it's dreadlocked. White man with dreadlocks, that's dirty.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind
That's
of
dirty. They can't wash that and it
It
stay
is a
locked.
look used by a lot of people who enjoy marijuana.
Yeah, but in your face? The dreadlock on your face? Like, the first thing I'm gonna see is some nappy pieces.
Well, and it's
hanging
different if you
down.
know the person too. It's kind of random when it's a stranger you've just met who's like,
Right.
right? Like if there's no chemistry there, it's almost like kissing.
Almost. Not quite. People are
Wait, are you pulling out ones you like?
pretty into it.
Yeah, you smoke with 23 people.
That's just the ones that's just the ones I exchanged cards with.
Yeah.
The actual number is quite higher than that.
Yeah. So, like, what if this was like sex?
What do you mean?
You would've,
What
like-
if those are my sex cards?
Yeah, what if
I
this
fucked
was
all
like
those dudes and ladies.
You know that's how it works on swingers cruises.
Really?
Oh,
I don't fucking know.
you had us. We were both in for the story about how you exchanged cards with your faces on them.
Maybe you do. I don't fucking know.
I did say that these cards, having my own card like this, it makes me feel either like an athlete or an escort.
It is kind of sexy, right? It's like a business card, but you're like making a cute face.
You know, like they
Right.
hand it to you in Vegas on
Right.
the street.
Like,
Check that one. Go check out Doug.
I love it. I love
But,
it. Mario is cute.
Oh, okay. I'm glad
Mario,
I'm
I
glad
like
you
Mario.
mentioned. I'm glad you didn't say by name all the people you thought were jacked up. It's nice
I'm
that
not mean.
Mario gets a nice,
I mean, it wasn't
a
that many.
friendly.
We were just looking for an
Shout out.
example of people you might not want to tongue kiss.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
no, I didn't tongue kiss any of these people.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I did. I was very high, but I don't think I made out with anybody on this cruise. To be honest with you, yeah, it was kind of a spiritual retreat.
Everybody was
It was
out of body experience. type
yeah.
of situation.
Everybody didn't want to have anything to do with my body. Somebody I met on the cruise, I was saying I'm going to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and she wrote back, I'll try to keep my old ass awake. And she's like 20-something. But it's amazing how quickly people start talking about how old they are. But it's true. This is kind of exciting. I'm on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, taped it already, so I can tell you guys that it went great.
Good.
And
Yeah.
so as soon as this is over on the East Coast, they can just flip over to ABC and see me on Jimmy Kimmel within probably a few minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Or if you're really crazy, you could turn over to the High Court on Comedy Central
That's where you should
and
be.
watch that for a while, and then
Yeah.
dodge over to Jimmy to try to catch me there if you can.
Right.
Whatever, it's up to you guys. Freedom of choice. But I'm excited to smoke more with Katie and Tiffany, so stick around. We'll be back after some messages from Jash. What would happen if the McElroy brothers were to turn their popular advice podcast, My Brother, and Me, into a TV show? There's only one way to find out. Sign up for CISO. With a wide array of hand-picked, ad-free, and on-demand comedy, CISO is your one-stop comedy streaming service. Plus, CISO has tons of great original series, like the aforementioned My Brother, and Me, as well as an animated fantasy role-playing game starring Dan Harmon, and a fake reality show created by the geniuses behind Comedy Bang Bang and Reno 9/11. I know it's 911. I just like saying it wrong. Access CISO anytime, anywhere on iOS, Android, Apple TV, and almost any other device, all for just $3.99 per month. No joke. So what are you waiting for? Go to seeso.com right now to sign up for 1 free month using the promo code Doug at checkout. This is the best offer CISO has going right now. 1 month of Laugh Your Ass Off comedy free just by using the promo code Doug. That's seeso.com, promo code Doug. CISO.com, promo code Doug. Hey, we're back.
Yay.
That went by fast, that break.
Yeah, it
We were
did.
just sitting here talking about how high we are. Tiffany Haddish is here. Yeah, if you don't cough, you don't get off.
I don't have that problem.
Really? Yeah, I think we're talking about two different things now.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Uh-huh.
Next time I'm making love to a lady and I cough, I'm going to say that.
If you don't cough, you don't get
I
off.
coughed. I think I'm going to get off. And Katie Morgan's here for the first time and seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good and also totally free weed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Smoke yours. We got like 1,800 plus people watching us live right now, so thanks for
Hi, people.
taking the time to do that. But lots more will check us out in the archives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main way people watch it. I still like that it's live when we first do it.
Yeah.
No
fun.
take backs.
No take back.
Yeah, you know, if you admit that you give a lot of Dutch ovens, then you're
Everybody
gonna
gonna
have to live with yourself.
I'm cool with
It
it.
happens.
I mean, I've admitted
Apparently.
some things on this show, you know.
Yeah.
I've shitted in shoes.
What about have you ever
Really?
had a
I love that I'm the one that's like shocked. Like, you do these things?
I've done it,
It's
girl.
just sort of a global roundtable. We keep making things up, and the other two people go, "Really?" You just pass that around. The Gandalf, mini Gandalf, is kind of a fun one. It makes you feel regal and smart.
It
I
looks
think.
like a penis.
Okay, so that
The
one.
tip.
So there's that one.
I mean, the tip of that. You can put that in your butt.
That's yeah. I mean, we can say that about most of the things at this table,
You could
except
put
for
that-
the Pokeball.
You could. I wonder.
I
if
don't wanna
mean,
put that
I know
in your
people.
butt. That would do that. Would put that
Just
in the.
No,
not
I
the
wouldn't put the. No,
Pokeball.
I got a
Sit- sit
No,
Pokeball.
the other way, though.
I
the
got
other
one.
way.
It's
Just
great.
the whole thing like that. Just that much could go in somebody's butt?
No, that can't go in nobody's butt like that.
What? No, with the poking.
Oh, the little needle part.
I think we got the quote of the show, that
Maybe
can't go in
predominant.
nobody's butt. Tiffany, you're always so great at the catchphrases.
Well,
you always
know.
have so many.
I wanted to work in advertisement, but for some reason my catchphrases don't work in that realm too well. But,
Right?
you know.
They sound good though.
I have a good one that I talk about on stage for, Whole Foods. Their slogan should be Whole Foods for your food hole.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
Yeah.
Funny.
Gets laughs in the clubs, but Whole Foods isn't interesting.
They're like food hole. I don't know.
Did you guys vote today? It's okay if you didn't, because nobody did.
No, I didn't even know it was
8%
voted.
of Los Angeles voted, I think.
I live in Las Vegas.
Yes, you're not
I didn't even know there was
in the right place.
something going on.
It was, there's there are two ballot initiatives regarding the taxation and the process of selling weed in California. And there are two things that kind of want to do the same thing, but one was better than the other one. So some people started saying to vote no on one of them. But I just got confused as fuck about which one to vote yes for and which one to vote no for. So I voted yes for both. I hope that doesn't ruin it.
Well, I
By
mean,
one vote.
math-wise, it does.
Right?
Right? That, like, just nothing, right? Don't you make it nothing? If you vote yes on both, isn't it one or the other, or is it
No, the idea
allowed
is
to be yes on
with the
both?
one
I
that
don't know
gets
what's actually up because I'm in Nevada.
the one that passes by the largest margin. I think if they both pass, the one that passes the most is the one that's going to be
Right.
it. So
And that's how they're going to distribute it, like recreational, where people can just go buy weed.
yeah, because theoretically that'll start in like January. They'll have stores where you
okay.
can buy it. In the meantime, you're supposed to have your medical card.
Yeah.
But just smoking, it's not illegal. It's totally legal. But to buy it, you have to have your medical card. Let's do some pot topics.
Yay.
Starting with, have you guys seen Logan, the new Wolverine movie?
No.
I want to. I didn't want to
First
fight
of all,
the crowds.
it's so good. Yeah.
It
well,
is because
Yeah, I wanna go see it.
I love Mr. Jackman.
Oh, you'll like it then.
So
Although
hot.
he's very grizzled and sad and
He's still hot.
in pain through the whole thing.
Do we look in the commercials? He looked dirty.
Yeah, he's dirty.
Is he dirty in this
He's messed
movie?
up. He's
I don't know if I want to see him dirty.
He's a sad old
I do.
Wolverine, but man, is it violent because it's rated R. We haven't had an R-rated Wolverine before. We've only had like PG-13 shit. So it is. He takes those claws and shoves them right through people's heads repeatedly.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome. But I brought it up because Sir Patrick Stewart is in the film as well as the guy that runs the school for the ex-kids. And in a recent interview with Esquire UK, he said that he uses a cannabis therapeutic spray to help him with joint pain in his hands.
It's awesome.
Now the two of you discuss it for 5 minutes. But seriously, his hands, he's got joint pains in his hands because he's the guy in the wheelchair in the X-Men movies.
Right.
And so that's going to be hard on the
That's hard on the
hands
hands.
and the grip. Yeah, so he needs that
But
medicine.
doesn't that wheelchair that he's in move like without his
He
hand?
can move it with his mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he moves shit with his mind. That's a
Right.
good
That
point.
is what he does.
That's a really good
So-
point. He could just cruise around in it.
Maybe he just has regular old
Like-
arthritis.
Or an electric one would be
Yeah,
good
because
too.
doesn't his wheelchair like hover and stuff?
I don't think
and
it
then he goes like
hovers.
this. He pushes the button. He goes, Logan. Logan.
Logan.
I love your
Fetch me
Patrick
some-
Stewart.
I was trying to get the chair to turn like Logan.
Logan, would you care to share a blood orange? He's got
Listen to me, Rogue. Listen to me.
he's got really cool wheels on his wheelchair that are big X on them because he's an
Yeah,
X-Man.
but doesn't it roll on its own?
I seem to recall seeing him having
That's when
to
he
give
first
it
got
the
in the wheelchair
juice.
I was gonna say maybe
Yeah.
it's because it's set over different periods of time, and sometimes it's like old timey, and they
Yeah,
don't
James
have electric
McAvoy, when he's
wheelchair.
young, him
Maybe.
uses his hands. I seem to recall.
Yeah.
Right?
But then He learned how to use his mind all the time.
Yeah, if he can move shit with his mind, it'd be easy to just tool around in his own wheelchair.
Yeah. And then it's like he's still walking, but he ain't walking. And he don't have to use his arms.
Well, he's very happy.
He's just old, though.
He's very happy about spraying that stuff on.
That's why he needs hand cream for pain.
Yeah.
He's just got arthritis.
But you know what he should use? The weed and some baking soda.
All right, let me write that down.
Yeah. Tell him to get a teaspoon of baking soda and put it in 8
When you
ounces
talk
of
to
water.
Patrick Stewart.
Because, we got this news directly from him.
Make sure you
He
let
might
him
be
know.
seeing this right now. I'm just telling you, it helps with inflammation.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll watch this.
Yeah, but if you see
I'd
this,
love to have him on. We can have an
you know-
all-spraying episode.
He's gonna get
where
tagged.
we just spray each other.
He might see it. It could happen.
Yeah.
You should tell him. So tell him.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
In addition to the spray, what's he supposed to do?
Get you some baking soda. You get you 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 8 ounces of water, and then you stir that up together and you drink it, and then it helps with inflammation when you smoke the weed to go with it. Like it don't work without the weed.
Cold or warm water?
Warm. Or you can do cold if you want to, but it tastes better when it's warm, to me. But
it tastes bad, period, right?
yeah, it's salty. It's baking soda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, baking soda is a wonderful thing. It's the most wonderful.
I went through a phase of
Mineral.
brushing my teeth with baking soda.
Yeah, you're supposed to mix it with something else, like coconut oil.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's
And make your
that's
teeth
why that
real white.
phase ended.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, this is bullshit.
I just
Dry
bake
mouth
with
full
it.
of
Baking
salt.
soda. But I bet your teeth is white as hell.
Well, then they eventually put it in toothpaste. Like there's brands of toothpaste that claim that they have lots of baking soda.
Isn't it all like grainy though in your
It
face?
makes it grainier, yeah.
Yeah, but it's good for your skin too. You mix it with coconut oil. You can rub it on your face, right?
That's
and it
true.
help get rid
Is
of pimples
coconut
and
oil
stuff.
paying you? Because you bring it up a lot.
Well, I'm black. I'm black, right? We like coconut oil.
Oh, see, I haven't experienced that before. Now I've got question number 1 for black people. It's nice to meet you.
If you wanna-
What's with the coconut oil?
If you want to make a black woman fall in love, you grease her scalp with some coconut oil.
Oh, that's not what I
Really?
thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, right?
You gotta grease her scalp. You get some coconut, put your finger in some coconut oil, you run that down my part. Ooh.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All of that.
I'm gonna be like, I love him.
How often does that happen that it's his idea to do that?
Never.
Yeah, right?
Men don't never think about
You
greasing
gotta mention
that
it on a
scalp.
talk show, and then it'll happen later.
Y'all gotta grease these scalps out here, man.
Or like, some man that you're seeing has seen this, so he's gonna surprise you, and he gets a big old handful of coconut oil, and he goes, and you think you're gonna be attacked or something.
He just
You
smacks it in my hair. And goes like,
Yeah, you turn around and it goes in your eye, and then you just start kicking him in the balls.
No, you're supposed to sit down between their legs, and then they get a comb and they part your hair, and they dip their finger in the coconut oil and they run their finger down the part in your hair. It feels so good.
Do you think it would feel good to me?
Yeah, you would love it. Look, you want me
Can
to
you do it to yourself?
Yeah, you could do it to yourself, but
But
it's
is it
better
just
when
a little
somebody else
less
do it.
pleasurable when you do it yourself?
Yeah, because your arms be tired. Your arms be up here like, fuck, man.
Like, my hands can reach some spots and massage myself, but my body's still like, hey, when you can find some hands that aren't yours,
Do you ever just try to switch
try to
hands?
get them in the game.
If you just switch hands.
Yeah. Or if you like let your hand sit on your hand for a while, let it fall asleep,
And then do
and
it.
throw that on there. That's gonna be a good massage,
Oh, man. It's always better when somebody else do it.
right?
That is
Yeah.
so
That's
true.
very true. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agreed. Because sometimes it gets ugly with arguments like that. Houston. Something's happening in Houston. The most populous Texas county has announced a new program where law enforcement agencies will not arrest individuals caught with 4 ounces or less of marijuana.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
That's a lot of weed.
They won't be jailed or have to appear in court, but they'll have 90 days to complete a 4-hour decision-making class.
Wait, and are they taking away their weed?
They might need to take
It would
that class.
take me 4 hours to make a decision about a decision-making class.
Are they taking away their 4 ounces of weed? And they take a class, or they keep their weed and they get to learn about more decisions?
It feels like if you're caught with 4 ounces or less, and the idea is that they let you go, they'd also let you keep it, maybe.
Because they lock you up in jail for it normally.
Right, usually you get exactly, and they do take your weed.
Yeah.
So if they're just not arresting you, are they still
They're
taking your weed?
Probably still taking your weed and they smoking it. Like they made a bad decision. They shouldn't have did that. They would have never got caught with the weed. You know.
Yeah,
That's enough class for me. Like I would just hide the weed somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know who's getting caught with weed.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the main thing. Just
or maybe they just driving and smoking.
don't have it. You know.
Sure.
Don't have it where people can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part's
Or smell it.
right.
Yeah, but even if they smell it, is that grounds to search you?
No, because maybe I'm
I
wearing
don't think so. I think
right?
I'd say get a
Or maybe
warrant.
it's just my coat.
Get a warrant before you search the. I've got pot all over my dick right now, but you can't get at it until you go to the court of law
and get a warrant to search
and
my
say
dick.
I've got a good reason to believe this guy's dick is covered in weed. Have you seen the hashtag weed nails on Instagram?
I love nails.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well,
Very
hashtag
pretty.
weed nails is all over Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Pinterest? I didn't even know hashtags were part of Pinterest. I thought Pinterest was just a thing where people ask you to join and you say no.
No, people be pinning pictures up or something like that.
Oh, okay. I pin it. I get it. That makes sense. But the manicures are showing off. They don't just promote weed, but actually incorporate bits of weed into the.
Nails.
Oh, they're like lacquering it into the nails?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's probably cute.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like goldfish in the shoes, right?
Yeah.
Like clear heels.
Yeah,
Clear,
yeah.
It'd be
Look,
good.
glitter, or like remember the nails they had the dollar bills on them.
That's
Yeah,
it.
they come with the
I
just
love
glue it
gel
on.
nails.
They call it weedicures instead of pedicures. And you get small bits of flour gingerly placed on top of clear or light colored polish, then topped off with another coat to seal it in.
It sounds awesome.
They've mentioned it in Cosmo, Allure, and Marie Claire.
Wow.
So that means it is on fire, this trend. The weed nails. So look
would
that
just
up.
Probably like 4 chicks that did it, and one of them knows somebody that's a writer, and they wrote that.
It does kind of sound that way.
I mean, it's got to be like, unless they own like a marijuana dispensary, like a chick that owns a dispensary would definitely, she should have that.
I
Like,
would do it for the look, but I would be like afraid to get on an airplane.
Right.
Right? Like, I don't know, how far do you get with weed tips? I don't know.
I mean, it's not like the weed is usable. At that point, it's just a flower used in art.
Right? But like, if you were like, no, officers, this painting is my marijuana art. Like, where does
Yeah, like I'm not going to smoke
actually
it.
existing? I know, but
You're not going to smoke it, so.
I don't know. It didn't go so well for me that one time with the weed and the transportation, so now I'm a little paranoid.
Oh, girl, I always fly with it.
Really?
So scared.
No.
So we got to do a study and see if weed makes you more gullible. I'll believe anything when I'm high. They got a story here about dating sites. My 420 Mate. Also, Hi There. That's a great one. That one's a free app, and it's a social network for cannabis communities. So you can find other people when you go to a town if you don't want to travel with it.
Right.
And you want to smoke with make some new friends.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what the Hi There is. And 420 Mate has 500,000 members in 50 states and more than 88 countries. And I guess that's more of a dating site for weed smokers, but there's say a whole bunch of stuff about it here, but that's what I can discern. Would you get on that? Would you do a dating site that's just because it's a weed thing, or?
No.
I don't know
not
if
enough of a priority.
I don't know if I would want it to be like the main thing we have in common is we both really like weed. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should be
both of you are
something
trying to
more
tell
than
me it's not going anywhere. Is that what you're
no,
trying to-
well, don't get me
Are
wrong.
you
It's high on
allergic
the
to
list.
my advances?
The smoke got right in my nostrils.
Really likes weed is like high on the list of like meet potential people.
It's
but
good,
like,
but you could totally
but
have a
first,
partner or lover
I
that
don't know.
doesn't smoke weed at all, really. I mean, because it's
But that's me.
not like drinking where you want a drinking buddy.
Right?
Like, that's harder in a relationship to be one drinks and one doesn't, I would imagine,
Right.
Sure.
than weed. But both smoking about the same amount of weed, I think, is pretty nice.
Yeah, I would like.
If you can find that.
I prefer that my mates smoke weed too.
Yep.
But they better have a good motherfucking job.
Well, my job, of course, is ruling over litigants in the high court, which starts in 5 minutes on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So let's get in one more commercial break, and then we'll wrap up the show so you guys can get over there. We'll be right back.
I thought you would be mad when she was just like, no. Oh my God, I can't believe that's how you show. Seriously, did you ever like, when you get out? You never have? Oh, I got a real creeper. Then you got these, what's wrong with these drone things? I mean, like, is that gonna be, when I hit this maybe no thank you for that, Yeah, and you want to play my house and just like, I'm gonna make a fucking sandwich here. I'm gonna make a fucking sandwich. I'm just talking about that, okay?
When I'm presiding over real cases in the high court, my judgment is impaired.
I'm a little fuzzy on what the word affidavit means.
I'm judgy, but pretty chill.
You should smoke a strain of weed that doesn't make you so smashy.
I like odor in my court.
Maybe I would have won my case if I would have bought them some weed.
The High Court with Judge Doug Benson. Real cases, really high judge. Weeknights at midnight.
I'm like Judge Judy with Doobie.
Getting Doug. Getting Doug.
Wow, that was trippy. That was Clayton Gates made that music, and you can check out Clayton at his YouTube page, youtube.com/user/Clayton Gates.
Yeah.
Thanks, Clayton Gates.
Getting Doug. Hi.
Hello. We're back for one last quick segment. I want to get my guest plugs in. You guys have so much stuff going on. I can't possibly remember it all, so we have these blue cards. Boom. Tiffany Haddish. Mm-hmm. Tell me if all of this is true. Co-starring on The Carmichael Show.
Yep.
Season 3. Mm-hmm. Returns soon on NBC.
Yep, it's a surprise.
It is?
Yeah, when it come out.
Okay.
I like how you make it like super suspenseful.
Yeah.
Your secret's safe with me, because I don't know.
I don't either, but it'll be soon.
Okay, soon. And performing at the Ontario Improv this weekend, March 11th and 12th with D. Ray Davis.
Yep. And DC Young Fly is on the show too.
Oh my God, Ontario Improv. They like their weed out there in Ontario. I'm
Yes.
telling you.
Yes, they do.
Ontario.
Run me that caviar gold, my friend.
You're going to be on the Comedy Jam on Comedy Central on March 22nd at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And
Season
in the
premiere.
motion picture Girls Trip in theaters July 21st.
Yeah.
Who else is in Girls Trip?
Queen Latifah,
Oh,
Jada
shit.
Pinkett Smith, Regina Hall, and me, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, what a great group.
She ready.
Classic. Mm-hmm. That's
It's gonna be hilarious.
all right. Does anybody smoke weed in it?
Yep. I
Oh,
do.
goody. Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Good.
I be hiding the weed in my booty hole.
Wow.
In the movie?
Yeah.
Oh. Katie Morgan,
Yes.
like her and follow her, damn it,
Hi.
on
Yay,
her
hello.
official Facebook page, which is facebook.com/thekatiemorgan.
Yep.
And you can follow her at Katie Morgan, the Katie Morgan on all the other stuff, right?
Yep, that's the ones.
And she's got exclusive social media and members only content at onlyfans.com/the Katie Morgan.
That one.
Yay.
Thank you to both of you for being here. Terrific guests. And can't wait to smoke with you again. I'll be at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas for the Thursday through whenever it ends. So come check me out there. And tune in now to ABC to see me Jimmy Kimmel Live, or go to Comedy Central to watch the High Court. Tough choice. Your decision.
High Court.
I can't make the decision for you. Rory Scovel's the bailiff. Jessica Alba was the other guest on Jimmy Kimmel. So make your decision. And keep checking back for updates on when the next show will be, but it'll be March 20 or after. Thanks a lot, you guys. Good night. Bye.